Hey everyone, it's Eagle of Zeus here, and in this video I actually wanted to talk about my favorite adaptation of Heracles, or Hercules as most people know him as. And my favorite adaptation of the myth or story of Heracles is actually the Dwayne Johnson movie. And in that movie, um, Hercules or Heracles is he's painted in a more like realistic, I guess, light. He's that movie is I don't know, it provides more like I guess realistic explanations about like what happened to Heracles, such as him like going crazy and killing his wife and kids instead of the goddess Hera influencing him or possessing him to do it. In the movie, it's actually if I remember right, it's like some sort of gas or poison that makes him like lose his senses and go crazy and kill his wife and kids. So it's a more like realistic, I guess, explanation for it. And also about his 12 labors, like it's shown that the myths kind of over exaggerate them, and they make the labors seem more grand than they actually were, and stuff like that. I don't know, I think I think it's probably the most like accurate and realistic portrayal of Heracles, so that's why it's my favorite um adaptation of Heracles. And another thing is, I noticed in the movie, it never says that Heracles isn't the son of Zeus. It never says that he's not the son of Zeus or that he's not a demigod, but it makes his story more like realistic, and it makes more sense, I guess. Um, but actually probably my second favorite adaptation of the myth of Heracles is actually, I think it's just called Heracles, but it was like a TV miniseries, I believe, that came out in the early to mid 2000s. I remember it had Sean Astin in it, the guy who plays Sam in the Lord of the Rings movies. It had him in it. And it was pretty long. Like I said, it was like a mini series, I think, when it aired on TV, but I bought it on DVD, so you can kind of watch it as a movie if you want. Kind of like the Odyssey miniseries. You can pretty much watch it as a movie, but it aired on TV as a miniseries. But the Hercules one was really good. It was more like the myths. It had like mythical elements to it and stuff. It was more like the myth of Heracles instead of a more like realistic take on him, like the Dwayne Johnson movie. But it was really good. I remember I really liked that one, the Hercules miniseries that came out. I think it was like I said, it was like early to mid 2000s. I don't really remember, but exactly. I want to say it came out in like 2004, 2005, one of the two, but I believe it was just called Hercules. Like I said, I bought it on DVD. I think I got it from Amazon or eBay. No, I think Amazon, but that one's a really good one too. Like I said, it's probably my second favorite adaptation of Hercules. And of course, I still love the Disney version as well, even though it's probably the least accurate compared to the myth. But um, it's probably the most accurate when it comes to the portrayal of the gods themselves, except for Hades. He's about the only inaccurate one in the movie. But honestly, all of the gods in the Disney Hercules movie are pretty realistic of how they actually are, like their true personalities. Like I said, except for Hades. He's the only one that's really not accurate, but the Disney one is probably the least accurate compared to the myth of Hercules. But it's still a good movie, it's a classic. I grew up with that one. That movie is what introduced me to the gods in the first place. So it'll always have like a special place in my heart, and it'll always be like nostalgic for me and one of my favorite childhood movies. So Anyway, but that's about all I wanted to talk about in this video. Um, but yeah, my number one favorite adaptation of Hercules is definitely the Dwayne Johnson movie. So I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it. It's actually really, really good in my opinion. And it's probably, like I said, the most realistic like adaptation of Hercules to me. So that's how I think he actually really was. And a lot of the heroes, I think that the myths kind of make them seem like, or make what they did seem a bit more epic than what, than how they really were. The tasks that they did, the journeys, adventures that they did, I think myths just make it more exaggerated and more epic for the sake of entertainment than what actually happened. So that's why I really like the Dwayne Johnson Hercules movie. But anyway, I guess that's about it for this video, and I'll make more videos soon. So, alright, I will talk to you guys later, and may the gods bless you all. Bye.